Thanks. Moni, how are you? The one standing before me here, over the name of Bernard by Blue. I'm the composer and the music theory at UNISA. Currently, I serve as the program coordinator, as the head of the music section. That's all I can say for now, unless there are questions from your side. But I am with my colleague here, who's also a lecturer in the music section. And I'll hand over to her just to quickly.
You're quite put on the spot, and I think it's really because it's a few times that lecturers actually teaching students in our environment, and it's quite exciting. I have to say, it's really lovely to be here. So my name is Dr. Augmented, and I am a musicologist. Never known that we can be a musicologist, but so that's what I do is I study the history of music, and I do research in that field. And it's a field that's also developing in terms of its digitality. So it's exciting to be in an open distance e-learning environment where we can also explore technology in the studies of music.
Thanks so much. Yes. Okay, anybody studying music here? Anybody studying music? Oh, wow. Yeah, I think we need to do more marketing, right? It's very bad. Okay, let me quickly check. How many of you are in the College of Human Sciences?
Psychology.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, those kind of subjects, right? Accounting sciences. Okay, human sciences is quite a lot here. Law, agriculture, environmental science, no. Oh, yeah. CSET in science, engineering, technology. Okay. What else? Management studies, chems, economic management sciences. Okay, so we seem to have good representation across. And all undergraduate, no postgraduate. Any postgraduate students? No, all undergraduate. No, seriously. Okay, so welcome to each one of you. And today, as I said, we're going to be launching that program. So what you're going to see out there, we're going to be talking to you about this program. It's a very special program, but we also going to do run a few competitions throughout the next session and throughout this couple of sessions, and you're going to see some of the exciting technology that we have as part of this project as well. But firstly, so all of you are first year students, all right? And all of you have been to the first semester?
No.
Some of you are registered now? Okay, so here's the first competition. I want you to go and find out quickly. The first person to stand up and tell us, and you can use your phones for this, right? What is the Academic Development Open Virtual Hub? It is called ADOVH. It's not there. ADOVH, Academic Development Open Virtual Hub. If you can find it, there's not one with all our gifts. You can bring one to the front. Okay, it's fine. You can come out. If you can, as soon as you figure out what it is, and if you're confident enough that you know what it is, stand up and tell it. You get it right? What does the Academic Development Open Virtual Hub at UNISA do? Okay, if you're really confident enough to stand up, tell us. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to judge this because I'll be biased. So I'm going to ask John to judge this. Right, John and Bronwyn, they're not from Adobe, so they can judge which. So I'm going to ask 3 people to give it. And out of the 3 people, the best response that they decide will get a prize. Right? What is the academic development round?
For students prove their skills in learning about the alternative research, attending classes online, such as knowing how to make their assignment be professional and improve their academic along their study.
Okay. Okay, close enough, good. Anybody else? Adults, academic, development, anyone? You agree with me? And you can't win if you agree with the first. You cannot agree. Okay, we got the next one.
Guys, I think ADOVA is a platform that enhances basic literacy skills for students and aids them in improving online interaction and its developed value. So
Okay. Anybody else? One more person? Okay, go ahead.
The ADOVHV is about the equipping students with the academic literacy learning and the new e-learning system within the Immersive as a university.
Okay. John Bronwyn, which is the best answer?
John?
Which is the best answer? Okay, three of you pick, stand up, let John and Bronwyn decide which is the best. So have more chance to get it. Which is the best is what? Bronwyn? Which is the closest to us? Okay. Number two. Put your hands together. Number two. Oh, okay. Then come your front and collect. Take from your front and collect your. Okay. So we've got, as part of our launch, we've got branded earpods. Right? So got a lot of stuff to read, right? And that's why you can open one. So this is this is where to encourage you now to be a bit more sharper because you know what you're doing, right? So this is branded inside earpods, right? So you can, it's got the name of the program, to resilience on it as well, right? So we're all ready to win more stuff. We should actually show you this first. Okay, so while our colleagues are still setting up, okay, so yes, Adobe is one of the strategic units at the university. Academic Development Open Virtual Hub. It basically means that our main focus is on academic development of students. We work with students, but we foreground innovation technology, right? So what we focus is on digital competencies, training students on anything that is related to digital stuff. So for example, the digital skills in teaching and learning, your how to use some of your productivity tools such as Microsoft. We have a collaboration with Microsoft, and when we do the trainings, Microsoft actually issues certificates with us to all our participants that complete. In addition to that, we have a series of open courses that we train on. We also train on, so we will be training you even for your online examination. So when it comes to, for example, proctoring tools, you heard the swear word at UNISA, proctoring tools, right? If you didn't, welcome to UNISA. Okay, so you'll hear more about proctoring tools at UNISA, and we teach students how to use those proctoring tools. On average, we train between 120 to 200,000 students per year, right? In the last 3 years, in the previous project that went up to a new project, which we're launching now and can share with you, the previous project would tally all our students across all our interventions. We had close to 900,000 students that we sent down. You can imagine that's a great impact, right? In addition to that, last year, this is why we are here to market this stuff to you. 93% of our students that attended our training, our digital competencies, successfully sat for their examination and online examination. Not passed, successfully sat, right? That means they didn't have any issues with technology, they managed the platform, they had the competency. This year, we had 100% full participation in online examination. That means if you really want to tackle those digital competencies that you need, this is the space that you need to be, right? Okay, now we have one of the most crucial spaces at the university, which is a space called the Adult Learning Management System. Similar to the My UNISA system, but all our training materials is on that system. Now, if you want to win the next prize, find out what's the URL for that Adobe LMS. Right? The Adobe LMS, if you can find out, tell us what the URL is. Okay, you know what a URL is, right? If you don't, please attend our digital literacy class, right? You know what a URL is? Website address, right? If you can tell us what the website address is, or yeah, somebody already found it. If you can find it, you can stand up. If you can tell us what the website address is, you will win the next prize. He stood up already, she already. Yes, I'm sorry. Okay, you must tell us first so we can verify. Yes.
Okay, do I have to do the HTTP and everything? Okay. HTTPS colon, yeah, /ADOVH.unisa.ac.za.
Wow, that's right. Okay, and now let's talk to you prices. Right? Okay, so yeah, colleagues, Richard, are we good to go?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna start the launch or exported then. Okay. So we don't know your names. You need to introduce our names so that the photographer can get your name for the write-up.
My name's Akila.
Okay, got it. Okay, so I'm going to introduce the team to you as we start off the launch. So this is our launch. So this is a special day for us because we're launching this project. It's a Department of Higher Education and Training funded project from the University Capacity Development Program. And I'm going to introduce the colleagues here today. So on my left-hand side is Richard Bright. Richard Bright is a digital learning advisor. Richard. Richard Bright is a digital learning advisor. He's based in Cape Town, but he's seconded to the project as an educational technologist. He has background expertise in programming and the rest of technology stuff that you'll see. Okay. Okay, so let's get a line going down this road, right? Then I'm going to ask the rest of the colleagues to come in the front so I can introduce you all as well. Whoever is missing outside from our team, Ingrid, if you just call them, so I can introduce them. Okay, so I'm going to introduce him so you know what's his name. You must know his name because if you do a lot of the online training, yeah, right? Then you already met Natma Sami. She's a from the Health Sciences, for the Human Sciences, but she's also one of our colleagues on the adult program, and her specialization is actually gamification. She works in gamification, game-based learning. Then we have colleagues. I'm standing here. Why is it so far? Okay. Then we have with us Lucas. Lucas is a digital learning advisor in Pretoria. If you ever get to Pretoria and you get stuck, Lucas is your name. So Lucas, and he's also on the Academic Development Open and Virtual Health project as one of our technology specialists as well, and works with the rest of the team. Then you have Princess Nguna in his 5-star truck. Princess has been with us for almost 5 years now, which is quite a long time. And Princess is really one of our advocates for students with special needs. He is from the unit called Oxford. I'll show you already from the presentation, the unit called Oxford. And he works strategically with us to make sure that we are inclusive in everything that we do. Then we have Tabang from the Department of Communication Science. He's a lecturer in communication sciences. He is also our social media specialist. So you will see him in the background taking photographs, posting, and the rest of the stuff. Just remember, we still have more competition. We're gonna ask you one social media space of adult just now, right? Then we have, so he's taking photographs. So if you ever want your stuff on a UNISA social media space and you want to look all pretty and you want to find the date or whatever it is, we got Okay, then we have Dr. Ingrid Murray, who is formerly and from the College of Human Sciences as well. She was an anthropologist, chair of department. Still an anthropologist chair. She was previously the chair of department in anthropology. Now she's in curriculum Center for Professional Development, and she is working on developing academics specifically with the competencies for the teaching and lessons. And then we have Mr. Dewey Mashrangu. He's our student support administrator, and all the work in terms of getting us here successfully, travel logistics, and everything else that we need. Mr. Dewey is the one that is responsible to make us look good. Thank you for that. So this is the team, guys. Please put your hands together. Okay. I didn't miss anything, right? Okay, so we're gonna start with our program for today. So what we want to do today is launch specifically this project, and this project specifically speaks to digital transformation. Now, can anyone tell me, when you think of the name Student Digital Resilience, what do you think it means? When you talk about digital resilience, what does it mean? Anybody? There's no wrong answer for this. So, you can even think of, we do this thing and it'll still be a right answer. What does digital resilience mean? Sorry? Digital resilience. What does resilience mean? When you say that somebody needs to be resilient, what does it mean? Yeah. Okay. Navigation of digital spaces. Anybody else? Anybody else? Having the necessary skills to navigate the space. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's technology. You have to go and find answers.
The ability to respond and quickly recover from events that have the potential to disrupt.
Yes, that's keyword.
Sorry, sir, may I ask you to repeat so
Yes,
that everyone
yes,
can
please,
hear?
that's actually the response.
Or the ability to prevent, respond, and quickly recover from events that have the potential to disrupt.
Yes, so there's two keywords there: ability to respond and disruption, right? So one of the things that we know in the UNISA environment is that post-COVID technology disrupted by a lot of things, like how this is disrupting now, right? This is Luazi. This is UNISA's first humanoid robot, right? She's also a member of ADO, right? She's one of our team members, and you're going to see her in action a bit. And Richard is also going to talk to you about the work that Luazi does for us in the background. Thank you, Luazi, look that side. Yeah, she's a very disobedient child. Okay, so you're going to meet some of this technology, and I'm hoping that in the space of time you can actually see this technology, right? So, it's actually very attentive. She focuses on your eyes, she focuses on your voice, and if you got in the bedroom at night time, she'll pop in and see if you're seeing about it. Okay, so this is the type of technology we've got, right? And the idea is to bring this technology in, really, to bring the technology in to support you, right? So here's the next, while Richard is getting my graph ready, I want you to quickly take a photograph, and the first person to show us that you tagged Luazi on your Facebook page with a statement saying Denisa's first humanoid robot wins the next award, right? Yeah, but it doesn't help to say she's so cute. It's not on your Facebook page. Okay. There's still more coming, but quickly. Photo on your Facebook page. First one to say, here's Denisa's first humanoid robot. Not me, eh? Please take a picture of that. Right? And first person to show us on their Facebook tag gets the next gift. Hashtag Unisa, hashtag Luazi, Unisa's first humanoid robot. Okay, first person to go to NATMA with evidence wins the prize. Come on, quickly. Let's see how fast it. That's student digital resilience. Let's see how fast you are. Quickly. Instagram, in your Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, whichever social media you're on, right? First person to show evidence wins the next prize. Quickly. Let's see how fast you. Come on. Hashtag Luazi, Unisa's first humanoid robot. Quickly. Done. Can we verify that? Can you verify that? Verify that quickly. If it's tagged, if it is tagged, you will win. You never take the photograph. Ah, she didn't win it yet. You still have time. Quickly, come on, quickly. Anybody else? You still have time. Come on. Come on, quickly. Let's see. Come on. Let's see your digital resilience. You gotta be sharp, quickly. Come on, anybody, quick. You're done. Okay, please come. If you're done, you gotta come quickly. Run to the front. Run to the front. Show them evidence. Quickly. Let's see if you quickly verify. Okay, if you verify both of you both win. Quickly. Okay, and you? Okay, both of them fine. Okay, so we got 2 winners up, right? So you're almost at it. Right? You still got more competitions coming, right? So we got 2 people. Can't put your hands together for those 2, right? Yes, let's do it. Okay, so now we're gonna ask Luazi to do an introduction and she's gonna talk to you, right? Maybe Luazi, not David, right? Name is Luazi, right? If you call her Luazi, anybody knows what Luazi means? Knowledge, the one who has knowledge, right? So Luazi, the one who has knowledge. Richard?
Welcome all of you to the University of South Africa's Cape Town Orientation Day. Today marks not just the start of your academic journey at UNISA, but also the launch of an exciting new initiative, the Student Digital Resilience Project. In this digital age, where technology continually reshapes how we live, learn, and work, digital literacy and skills are not just useful, they are essential. The ability to navigate digital platforms, understand and manage information, and communicate effectively online are the cornerstones of modern education and the workforce. The Student Digital Resilience Project is designed to ensure that you, our students, are not merely consumers of technology, but proficient users and innovators. Through this project, we aim to equip you with the digital skills necessary to excel in your studies and your future career paths. But let's also talk about inclusivity. Digital skills have a profound role to play in ensuring that everyone, regardless of their background, has the opportunity to contribute meaningfully to our society. By democratizing access to information and resources, technology can bridge gaps and create a more equitable academic and work environment. At UNISA, we are committed to ensuring that every student, irrespective of their geographical location or socioeconomic status, has access to the tools and training needed to thrive in a digital era. This commitment to inclusivity means providing personalized support and resources that cater to the varied needs of our diverse student body. So, as you embark on this exciting journey, embrace the opportunities that the Student Digital Resilience Project offers. Dive into your studies with an open mind and a keen spirit. Engage with the digital tools provided, and don't hesitate to seek support when needed. Remember, these skills are not just for passing exams or completing assignments. They are life skills that will empower you in many ways. Thank you once again for being here today. Together, let's make the most of every opportunity to learn, innovate, and lead. Welcome to UNISA, and welcome to a world of possibilities that awaits you. Let's have a memorable and transformative together. Welcome aboard.
Now, I just want to add, you'll see when we now start with the project, we got a few AI components to it as well. So you might think we went and typed this. We didn't go and type all of that. That is Luwazi. So Luwazi has her own personality and was created. She was trained on all the UNISA, yes, you have. And so this speech, she basically, we just say, you have to now go present to the students, write your introduction. And that is what she wrote all by herself. So we're also later going to show you how you can actually interact with Luwazi online. And especially when we come to our project, you know, all the workshops that we're going to have really also give you the skills with AI. Thanks.
Thank you, Jeff. Okay, put your hands together one more time for Laura. Okay, so let me start with what we've got planned for you. So next 3 years, 24 to 2026, what you see on the screen is what we've got for you, right? So first, we are doing a targeted digital literacy bootcamp for female students. Now you may ask, why female students? Because almost 80+% of our students at UNISA are female students, right? But we also know that female students generally tend to have a challenge with accessing technology and with competence in technology. So the targeted bootcamp is really to build the competency of our majority of our students. We're going to have a focused bootcamp, and that's going to cover some of the critical areas like Microsoft Word, the productivity tools, and some other innovations as well. The second one is on mobile learning. How many of you use your phones for learning? How many of you use your phones to access phones? What do you do with your phones? LMS, that kind of stuff, My UNISA, your Outlook, Microsoft Teams, right? So emails as well. So this is specifically important for us that we start optimizing the use of mobile devices. And we're going to do a masterclass that focuses specifically on mobile devices and how we train you to use your mobile device. It doesn't matter whether you have an iPhone or whether you have an Android, we're going to train you across your devices, right? The third one is going to look at a masterclass in AI, artificial intelligence. How many of you played with artificial intelligence, sir? AI, ChatGPT. You do know what ChatGPT is, right? If you don't, by the time you finish this semester, you definitely know what it means, right? ChatGPT, AI technology. So we're going to run a specific masterclass to show you how to ethically use AI. Not for AI to write your assignment. Yeah, we know that. I will catch you up, right? But how to use AI ethically as a tool, right? So we're going to run that masterclass. Then we're going to run a simulated immersive skills learning course. Now, when we talk immersive learning, Richard and the group are going to show you what we mean by virtual reality. We actually created an entire UNISA campus on virtual reality as well, where you can walk in through, for example, Minecraft. How many of you know Minecraft? We do a lot of work on Minecraft, and you can walk in virtually and interact on Minecraft with UNISA buildings as it is, right? So these are some of the innovations that we've got. We're also going to show you some of the creative work that is being done in the background in terms of immersive learning, simulated labs that we've got. And so these are some of the creative things that we want to show you as part of this, right? And we're going to train you and build your competencies over the next 3 years. Then we're going to look at green technology, climate change. We are preaching technology integration, and we're going to talk about what does it mean to have responsible technology integration, right? And then the last one is we're going to really look at a toolkit of resources that you can come on board and actually use the resources, which are a whole lot of open resources that you can have accessible to you. So over the next 3 years, this is what we will be doing, running through with you and looking specifically at how we develop this competency, right? So I'm going to ask my next colleague, I think it's Natma, you're coming next, right? So we're going to talk about a little bit about the green technology. After Natma, I'm going to ask Richard to come. Okay, so we're going to go with Natma first on green technology, climate change, and then we're going to, Richard is going to come and show you specifically the adult stuff and where you can access it and what you can access. And we're also going to listen very carefully to what Natma is saying, because after that, I'm going to pose a question to you. If you answer the question right, you'll have a chance to win something, right? So the idea here, colleagues, is that we're launching this as an initiative specifically in Western Cape, so that we have an understanding of what's happening in the space and how you actually can benefit from it, right? Natma, you ready on your side?
morning, everyone. While Richard is helping and assisting to access the presentation, I'm going to introduce something, and it's the United Nations Model MOOC that's been launched. What's interesting, right? I think all of us we're hearing a lot about climate change. Has anybody heard of climate change yet? Does it sound scary? Yes. Does it sound like the end of the world essentially, and we basically just have to deal with a situation that kind of didn't cause? I think we're all sitting with that, and we're understanding that we're trying to build our futures, but we don't know how to build a future when we don't even know what's happening around us, and when we see all these horror stories essentially. And I think this is where this aspect is going to come into play. So we have firstly Sustainable Development Goal 13, which is climate action and how we can reduce, mitigate, and also adapt to our environment so that we're resilient and that we're able to have the skills to navigate the new world that we're going to be living in, or that we already live in. Now, we also know that when we have skills and when we have certain tools, essentially we can enter the job market with advantages. And that can essentially lead us to have better opportunities and also build the futures that we want to. So let me dive into it. Thank you, Richard. Okay. So this is where we're going to start to see that green technology is going to come into place. So green technology is all about different types of solutions, energy solutions that not only may ensure that we have a sustainable future, but also we build the sustainable future, and we have the skills essentially to build that sustainable future. So we see water systems, we see that we're struggling with drought, we're seeing that we're having different types of weather conditions, we see that it's impacting people's income, it's impacting their homes, their livelihoods, everything is being destroyed. The positive thing is we can actually now access skills and we can access resources, and we can actually build networks so that we can create our own resilience in the environment that we're in. So how are we going to do this with green technology? That's the question. And how are we going to have survival essentially in this new world we're going to live in? So the first thing we're going to see is that with green technology, it's going to promote resilience, it's going to reduce our vulnerabilities, and it's going to foster innovation. It's going to provide us with those opportunities to find new solutions to unique problems that we know we have in our communities. And this is where the MOOC comes into play. So this MOOC is going to be accessible to students any and everywhere essentially. And what you're going to be able to do is be able to complete this MOOC, and it's going to be able to train you and give you that skills to understand green technology and create your own green technologies that you feel is related to your environment. It sounds perfect, or it sounds very easy, but it's not so easy. Essentially, you're going to be gaining access to a lot of knowledge, a lot of skills, and then you have to use your own creativity and your own networks to see how you can then take that into the future. I'm going to show you this cycle, right? So this is called the eco cycle of technology. The first picture is what we want, and the other two pictures is what we had and what led to the problems that we had before. So if you see the negative cycle of non-green technology, if we continue to develop the solutions that we now have, we're going to have the same problems. Actually, we're going to have worse problems, and we're going to face more challenges as we go. So we want to prevent that. The third cycle is called the misleading cycle of false green technology. So that's when people essentially create technology or technological solutions, but they don't really solve anything. They just appear to be solving something. Now, the only way we can ensure we're not part of that is by obviously having access to knowledge and resources so that we can have the third circle, where you have a circular nature of green technology. And that's essentially what the MOOC is trying to empower us to do. I'm going to just go into what it will cover. It's going to obviously provide education. It's going to provide you with access, or it's going to increase our awareness of what resources are available to us and also what key things we can access. It's going to help you with skills development. It's going to not only just, let's say, skills development in the green technology sphere, but also skills that are transferable that you can take with into the work environment. So you can become an entrepreneur, or you can become an employee with advanced skills, which gives you an advantage, a competitive edge in the market. We also want to empower local solutions. So we don't want it to be where big industry giants are coming into our communities and they're basically earning all the money and we're getting jobs that we don't want. We want something different. And that's what we want the MOOC to empower us to do. We want it to basically, wanted to basically give us that opportunity to empower our local communities with solutions that's applicable, not just that looks applicable. And obviously it wants to help with the policy advocacy. So it wants us to also become part of the entire process, right? So we don't just want to develop new technological solutions, but we want them implemented, and we want us to be able to have the skills to do that. We don't want other people to essentially create our future. We need to kind of take control of that future. So that's essentially what the MOOC aims to empower us to do, that we'll have access to. But Richard is going to show you what I'm actually referencing, because this is very largely theoretical. And I think once he shows you, you're going to actually see how easy it is to navigate and access those resources and skills that you can use in the future. And I'm wishing everyone a sustainable future and successful career. Thank you.
Back to my presentation. So yeah, so from earlier, I'm glad to hear a lot of you actually know already about the Academic Development Open Virtual Hub. So please, if you are a new student, make use of the resources that's available. I'll show you exactly how to access them, what is available, and then how you can actually start already. You know, especially if you're a new student, how you can start with these various courses. Just to iterate again, the URL is adobh.unisa.ac.za. You can scan the QR code. This is basically where you're going to start out, and I'll take you through the journey of the courses that you can enroll through already. So this is adobh.unisa.ac.za or bit.ly/adobh. Now, as I mentioned, this is a learning management system. It works exactly like my modules that you will be working with. Now, on here, we've got a few courses, and these are self-paced courses, but we are also going to be doing workshops with these courses that we have. So I want you to start off. If you're new, start with my module. You do it even today, because that will guide you through how to claim your My Visa password. But I saw from earlier hands, quite a lot of you have done it already. But if you have not, do that first thing. But it also shows you exactly how you're going to interact on your modules, where you get your prescribed material, all of that information. The next one is the My Exams that we'll show you as well, why that is so important. And then we've got still the Microsoft 365 and the digital literacy one available on there as well. So just for instance, my modules, STU 100, and topics covers is all the way from my UNISA, what it is, what's my modules. It takes you through how to submit assignments, actually gives you activities that you can do, so you can test it out before you physically have to do it. And we end off how to access your My Life email. That's very critical, because that My Life email is also your Microsoft 365 account. Now, if we look at STU 200, so you can already see you will work basically through STU 100, then you start with STU 200. That's where you can learn about the various exam topics. Now, you generally don't need to do this now. Wait a little bit longer. First, get now settled into your modules. Go do some of the digital literacy courses we have. Build up that skills, and then you come back for the My Exams when we start with our workshops, more towards about 2 weeks or so before the exams, because then we walk you through all these various topics. Now, very important on here is the proctoring tools. How many of you have used the proctoring tool before? Just one. So don't tell the others. I'm just kidding. It's actually very easy to use. And we've got mock exams on here. So that's nice about it. So if you're scared already about the exams, how is it going to work, online exams? You can actually go do it. Go work through the MCQ, the different type of exam types. We've got the mock exams. So you can see exactly how the proctoring tools actually work. So you set them up, you test them out, and you know they're working. But we always recommend still, just before your examinations, come back and do those mock exams again. There might be some changes. As we know, technology is progressing quite quickly. Now, also very important on the site, if you're a student with special needs, how do you apply for special examinations? So all of that information is under STU 200. Now we've also got a very, how can I say, fun course. Say a lot of these terms that we're using, collaborative working, online navigation, all of that is perhaps new to you, especially with a laptop or a desktop. This is a good course to start off with. This is basic skills in digital literacy. So here you can actually, it's a game-based course, so you go quickly through all the resources and you get that fundamental knowledge that you need. And especially with the new project that we're rolling out, that's where we're going to start building on top of. Now, there's also a Microsoft 365 course. How many of you use OneDrive? Google Drive? USBs? Good. Also USBs. Don't use USBs anymore. Those things break. OneDrive, with all these apps, it's in the cloud. You can access it on your phone. You can jump from your phone to your laptop. You can use multiple devices. Something that we're also going to cover in the new project, how to optimally use multiple devices. Unfortunately, we're always on the go. You always need to be connected. So we're going to teach you how to use those mobile with your physical laptops. And yeah, you can already start building up that skills about what is cloud computing. Now, in this, we cover a lot of topics. We cover from OneDrive, OneNote. How many of you use OneNote? How many of you still put your study notes in binders? Not many. But yeah, see there. So you used to put it in a binder with dividers, and this is an online version of that. And what's nice, it's also on your phone, it's everywhere. So when you get an idea, you're researching things, you put it in OneNote. Now we also go to more advanced tools, Microsoft Teams, how to set up teams, how to create your own team. Most importantly, how to join meetings on Teams as well, as a lot of your sessions will be on there. Now, we also cover things like, for instance, Microsoft Edge. And a lot of people think, why Microsoft Edge? I mean, that's just a browser. But we cover topics that will help you with your studies, such as collections, immersive reader. How many of you have ever used the immersive reader in the browser? It's actually very nice because you can make the text bigger, change the font color. You can even translate it into different languages. So if you're not understanding it, in the English format, you can translate it into your home language and to help your comprehension. So remember, your Microsoft 365 accounts is your MyLife email accounts. Now, what's very nice about this one is because we did it in partnership with Microsoft, they agreed if you complete 60% of all the activities efficiently, you actually get a certificate from Microsoft. So that's already something that you can add to your CV for job applications. So just remember, always when you log in with any of these portals offers, when you download Microsoft apps, you log in with your MyLife email address. So that's your student number at mylife.unisa.ac.za. And remember, don't go and buy Office, Microsoft 365. It's actually included with your student account. So you just log in, you download it on your desktop or on your laptop, or even some of the apps on the phone also requires a license. So you just sign in with your MyLife account. So I'm just quickly going to show you. Let me just exit this one. How easy it is to access these sites. So once you go to ADOBH, we've got all the courses listed on here. So the ones that we were mentioning, for instance, the STU 100, start there. If you're new to UNISA, you can do the exams one later, work you through for basic skills in Microsoft 365. There's quite a few on Microsoft Word and PowerPoint, but it's more advanced features. You really wanted to have a fun one and start with STU basic skills in digital literacy. And if you scroll all the way to the top, you'll notice here is the one that we've been talking about that's going to be launching now on the 12th of August. So you can enroll now already for it. And it's very easy. You just click on it. It will ask you to log in. It tells you guest cannot access. So you just press continue. And here you select yes, you are a UNISA student. And you sign in with your MyLife email account. The same that you will do on my modules. If you have any difficulty signing in here with your MyLife email address, you know you've got an error with your MyLife, and that's when you come and see the DLAs here on campus, so they can help you very, very quickly. So here we've got the course. You can see you've enrolled. Got on the side all the activities that will be conducted. So we will send through communications as we start with this program with online workshops to guide you through all these resources and towards the final project on the SDG 13, so on climate action. So please come and participate in this. This is going to be, I think, quite exciting. It's international speakers, it's an international team that's behind this. So you'll really get exposure to wider knowledge and I was going to say especially working collaboratively in an online space and debating in an online space, because that's what it's all about. And then finally, I'm just going to see if I can put on this audio here. I hope I'm not going to break the system. But just check this one quickly. I just want to find out from you, how many of you have in the past used AI? ChatGPT, oh, there's a few. WhatsApp Meta is the latest one. I gave a thing yesterday. I can summarize things for you and all. Oh, you use the WhatsApp one. Yeah, it's easy to access. So what I'm gonna play for you next is a video how you can actually interact with Luwazi online. I'm gonna go from this from current slide. So yeah, so here's the link if you want to take a photo of that for the model UN. I'll show it again a little bit later, but you just go to ADOVH.
You and the total journey online by example system chat. The online system chat is a virtual space where you can ask questions, take items, and receive support for all your exam needs. Whether you're struggling with a specific topic, need help preparing for an exam, or simply looking for advice on how to manage your time effectively, online assistant chat is here to assist you. Accessing and using the online assistant chat is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Simply visit the ADOVH site and click on the Given Exam Question button at the bottom right and start typing your question. We, as your exam assistant, will then provide you with the information you need in real time. Strongly encourage all of you to take advantage of this fantastic resource. It is a convenient and effective way to get the support you need, whatever it is. And don't worry, my online assistant chat is designed to be user-friendly and accessible to everyone, regardless of your level of technical expertise. So, what are you waiting for? You're going to try and see how my online assistant chat can help you achieve academic success. Remember, we are here to support you every step of the way, and together, we can overcome any challenges that come our way. Thank you and best of luck with your exams.
So currently, Luwazi can help you with exams, but she's already actually learned quite a lot of new skills as well. So it's very easy to access. On the webpage, you just click this. Currently it says have an exam question. You're going to change that very soon. Now this one is actually powered by the latest AI model that you have to pay 380 Rand for subscription. So it's very powerful in what information it can give you. Fortunately, we don't have enough time today to show you a few demos, how you can use this in your studies. But this is where we're going to come into, when we start with our master classes on this. So please come and join this, because it's all about how you prompt AI, the information that you get out of it, how you actually build up a topic around what you want to learn, especially if you learn a new concept for your studies. how you can break it down easily, build it up with pictures into a fully understandable concept that you can use. So it's going to be very, I think, a lot of fun. The WASI is going to be built into the LMS to guide you along the way as well. Because remember, a lot of people are afraid of this AI technology coming, but it's not AI that's going to take the jobs. It's the person that knows how to use it. So that's why we want to give you these skills even before you leave your university career. And then, as I mentioned, the green technology, go sign in for the Model UN MOOC, starting the 12th of August. Meet the online international speakers. And then, as we said, we're going to build all this up to a resilience toolkit, something that you can use, always come back to when you need. It's just a bit of technology assistance. You can gain that skill so that you've got the latest skills that's currently in the world. But from that, I just lastly want to say, if you have any questions regarding our training programs, please email adobh@unisa.ac.za. And then also we've got our Facebook and YouTube page. It's available on the LMS, so you can get it from there, or you can come and scan this code. I'll leave this up there for you to join our Facebook and the social media, so you know always what is the latest happening. Denzel, do you want to run the quiz, or do we do it afterwards?
Thanks. Okay, so let's just recap. First person to tell me what green technology is. What's green technology?
It's the sustainable use of technology. So it's basically using technology with the awareness that it does have impact on the environment.
Oh, you actually listened well. Okay, that's more. Okay, you can go and collect. You deserve it. Okay. No, I mean, you deserve it. Fine. Okay, and let's see. Who can give me one benefit of activating your My Life account? What's the benefit of activating your My Life account? What's the importance of it?
The importance of that, you're going to be able to communicate with your school, and then they'll be able to like communicate with you more faster than communicating with me.
Perfect. Okay, you can go and collect your. Okay, so now next, okay, so you get stuff that is coming to you now. That's part of our launch, and you'll find some goodies in your bag for you as well. Everybody will get one. It's just to say thank you, and it's part of our launch. But at this time, I'm going to ask Ingrid to come to the front, and Ingrid is going to share with you in 3 minutes or so about the proctoring tools and academic integrity at the university. Thanks, Ingrid.
Hi, everyone. So let's talk academic integrity. Who knows what it is, or who thinks they know what it is? Academic integrity, what is it?
Academic integrity, the professionalism shown by a student when submitting his assignment and making sure that he does not use plagiarism, which is copying like from the AI tool, like for example, WhatsApp, etc., etc. And also academic integrity is showing that you know how to become a successful student, so that it can help you even in the future when you achieve your doctorate, PhD, so that you know that professional, you know how to make work in your own knowledge, and not just looking the internet and
Perfect. Thank you so much. Give them a round of applause. All right. So academic integrity is the thing that universities are all about. You think it's about your degree and your studies. It's all about your honesty, your integrity. What are you doing when nobody is watching? Because if the world out there believes that our students, our UNISA students, our university, all of our university, it's not just mine because I work there, it's yours and yours and yours because you are getting degrees there. If the world believes that our students aren't honest, it doesn't matter whether you got an 80% or a 50% for your degree, they're going to say, I don't know, I heard this university, all the students cheat. And you know it's not true. I know our students. Few, they do the wrong thing. Most of you do the right thing. But we have to help you do the right thing. Okay? So, and especially with exams, but also with assignments, we've put systems in place at the university so that we know that when you hand in your exam or your test, it is by you. Okay, so generally, there's 3 proctoring systems and 1 plagiarism system or similarity system. So if who's in CSET? Engineering technology, science engineering technology, no one. Who's an accounting scientist? 1. So CSET and a little bit, they're starting now in accounting sciences, you use IRIS. Okay, that system takes your computer, it shows us, the university, what you're doing on your computer. It takes a photo, it takes a video of you. We see what you're doing. Somebody comes and gives you the answer, we know. If you Google ChatGPT the answer, we know. So it takes everything. Then we have something called Moodle proctoring, which is when you're doing a quiz. Now, most of you, if you're doing any kind of quizzes for your exam, you will be using that. Okay, that one is the easiest one because you switch on, whether you're using your phone or a laptop, it takes your camera, and every couple of seconds, it takes picture. And then in the back, the AI goes afterwards and says, this one the same the whole time. It also goes and looks at where your IP address is. Okay? IP address is your computer's address. Your computer address tells us exactly where you are. Now, if there's 30 students writing the same address from one IP address, from one computer, something's dodgy. Someone's given their login details to somebody else to do the exam. Okay? And then the last one that we use is the Invigilator app. It's a cell phone application, so you write either by hand or on your computer. It runs on your cell phone. As you write, it listens to noise. If your mom comes in, she says you want coffee, or your kid comes in and says, no, it doesn't care. If the person that some people pay to give them the answer comes in that goes like this, then we care. Okay, then we listen, we look. If it's wrong, if somebody's been doing wrong, then you get taken to a disciplinary. Same, it looks at the IP address, it looks at the location. If you're writing, for example, and I know you're not supposed to, but you might come and write here softly because there's nice internet here. We don't care if there's 30 of you writing at, let's say, the library. Okay? But if there's one place and suddenly it doesn't make sense, somebody there's questions. Now, with all of these proctoring systems, we have a very wonderful MOOC on there. It gives you the chance to explain everything for you, and it gives you the chance to practice. Because the biggest thing that happens is students are unsure, okay? And they panic, and then they waited too long, too late. And then they stress and they don't use the proctoring system. And if you don't use the proctoring system you're supposed to be using, what happens? It's automatic fail. Okay? Automatically the university says, you didn't follow our rules. Done. Okay, so if you are prepared by doing our MOOC, our exam MOOC, you will be able to use the system. I've now been in George and EE and Dijsselhoek, and where else will we go? Every Oudtshoorn, we were everywhere. The students that has done the training says, you know what? we felt confident we could do it. So do the MOOC. And then just last thing to wrap this up, what the university will do if you are found guilty or if they suspect that you have done something that you shouldn't have done, you will be taken to a disciplinary committee. You have the right to see the evidence that the university has gathered against you, and there's a hearing. And you have a right to defend yourself. So maybe somebody listened, came and asked you, do you want coffee? And they didn't listen properly. So you do have a right. There's a process. If you did the wrong thing though, then I'm sorry, it's tickets. And then you deserve it because your action impacts everyone negatively. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so you see why it's important for us to ask the issue of academic integrity, property of qualification. Okay, so we got about 9, you're all winning stuff here, you're getting excited with all the goodies that you have with you. You'll see what's in the bag, by the way. No, why? This kid. Are you listening? Ah, okay. We're good students today, eh? But I'm not giving you another gift for that. Okay, so we've got about 90 plus watching us on YouTube, and I think we need to give them something as well, right? So for all those that are watching on YouTube, we have David Appelstad, who's also one of our team members, and he's managing that for us as well. So for those that are on YouTube, and we're gonna run this specifically for you. So all we want you to do is, okay, listen very carefully. So first, you need to send this to us via email, not post on the YouTube chat. And you mustn't post on the YouTube chat, right? Because you're a CTF, right? So for all those that are online on the YouTube chat watching us, so you need to do this. List one of the training interventions that this program is doing, right? So we're launching the Student Digital Resilience Program, and I spoke earlier about the 6 interventions. You list one of the interventions, and the first person to email us on adove@unisa.ac.za, adove@unisa.ac.za, and tell us one of the interventions that we are planning for this particular project. Send us your student number, right, and your full name and your postal address. And if you're the first person, you will win something as well, right? So go ahead, you can do it now. And Richard, you will find out, or David will tell us who the first person is. So David, who is already managing the email, will tell us who won the first one. Remember, one of the interventions, send the email to the address that you see on the screen, adult@unisa.ac.za. Give us your student number and your postal address. And if you're the first person, you will win. So David will tell us now who the first person is. He's actually busy on the chat on the other side. Okay. So now the last thing that we have left is a quiz for you. And then we're gonna call Ingrid back, and we're gonna run a focus group session to start. We invite you to a focus group session. But before we do that, Richard's got a quiz for us that he wants you to take away, and I think we've got 4 more left, right? So Richard's gonna give 4 more away on this, and he's gonna explain to you how that happens. And please remember, after this, we have a focus group question. We also have tea, coffee for you, and something else that Indira has for you. And we're also going to take a photograph as well.
Hey everyone, so this is the one so while the ones online are busy emailing ADOBH, you can do this one. So let's see your tech skills already. Open your phones, complete the quiz. The first 4 that gets the highest, they will get the prizes. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes. So the ones online, remember, you emailing adobh@unisa.ac.za. For the ones here, you need to scan the QR code. If you can type very quickly, you can type in the URL as well. There's 5 questions that you need to complete. Let's test that initial skills. Unfortunately, you're going to experience a lot of QR codes in your study career. 5 very easy questions. We did them all during the session. I think most of you have gotten them right already. So we're just going to take the highest. Yes. Okay, so you all got the QR code. But while we quickly do the tallies up here, see how the questions are coming in. So you don't need to rush, you still got a bit of time. Quickly looking at the results coming in. And remember, if you don't have your phone, you can always ask if the person next to you has done that, resubmit on their one, just fill in your details. I'm gonna get it now. Oh, rolling in here. Okay, so we got all the results in. So the top 4, let's have them. So I hope you all submitted. They're closed now, so I'm going to go through the first that got the most highest score. I'm going to call out your name so you can come up to Ahma here. Kayaletu, Ufale, Ufale. Oh, is that why you're raising your hand? You said I won already. Oh, you won already. Okay. So then we've got Tata Mafuna. Then the next one, it's Imipa Mbanza. Mipa? I think Imipa might have been an online one that sneaked in. So that means we can take the next one. So we've got Elaka Nipa from where? Don't you one already? No. And then the last one, David Osmond. Congrats, everybody. So I'm going to hand over for the introductions to the focus groups. Oh, let me quickly check if we've got the response yet for the online winner. We'll find out.
Okay, we'll announce with the online days. So I'm gonna ask Ingrid to come in the front and she's gonna talk to you about the focus group sessions. But remember, before you leave outside, we're gonna take the group photograph with Duazi, the front there, right? Ingrid can explain to that and then we'll take a group photograph after.
So, who of you have heard of this thing called a focus group? Anyone? Yes, here. A few people, fantastic. So a focus group is a way to gather data, to gather information from participants, which is you guys, by a facilitator and a scribe, somebody that goes with. And basically it's a conversation about a topic. Okay? A focus group is great because what you do is, you know, when you're having a one-on-one conversation, it's about you and me and this conversation. When you're a group having a conversation, it is ideas bounce off one another. So it's a great way to have a conversation about a topic that's facilitated by somebody, to get everybody's experiences and opinions where they can bounce ideas off one another and say, you know what, you've said this, and my experience is the same. Or you can say, hey, you've said this, but actually I've experienced something different. So really that's what a focus group is. So we're going to be running 2 focus groups today. The one is on student resilience, and we want you to understand what your experience is as a student using digital technologies for your studies and what you do when things go wrong. And then we're also running a parallel project on advancing African digital humanities. So for that focus group, we'd like any humanities student. So anyone that's registered for a BA degree, basically, okay? A bachelor's of arts in like languages or anthropology, if there's any anthropologists around, or sociology or arts. We want you separate because we want to talk to you about your understanding of the African digital humanities. Okay, so hands up quickly, who's from humanities? Perfect. So you'll go with my colleague Nafa and our arts musicologists over there, and they will have a conversation with you as well. And those of you that would like to have a conversation with me on digital resilience, you'll be coming with me and my colleague Pintias. So, we've talked about what a focus group is. Let's talk about informed consent quickly. We're going to ask you to sign an informed consent form. And basically that's a form that says that you're freely taking part in this conversation. Okay? When you conduct research, you must always ask the person, are you willing to do this? You can never force a person to participate. So if you don't want to participate in the conversation, you're welcome not to participate. Okay? No one's going to be mad at you. There's no negative consequences, but we would really like to hear your voice because it helps us plan for what is coming next. Okay, so what's going to happen in the focus group? There's a few ground rules. We want to hear everyone that's part of the focus group. We want to hear your experiences, your thoughts, but we want to make sure that everyone gets a chance. So some people are quite shy and they think, oh, maybe I don't really have anything to say. So the facilitator will ask you, hey, what do you think? And if you're comfortable, you should participate and answer. When we are having this focus group, allow everyone a chance to speak. So don't always rush in. Don't interrupt other people. Just if you have a point, and just wait until the facilitator recognizes you. So we also do something else when we do these focus groups, and it's just to help us a little bit. We record these focus groups with the electronic device, electronic recorder, and that is because we have them transcribed. Because human memory is really bad, and if you have to rely on me remembering what you said, it's going to be all messed up. So we record the conversation. So taking part in the focus group also means that you agree to be recorded. Now, in order to keep something called confidentiality, we're going to assign you a number, and instead of saying your name, you just say, I'm number one, you know, this is what I do. So that's just part of keeping the application going. So now I'm going to project. And then last stage, when you talk about confidentiality, you know, you might know people here, you might know their names. And we can't stop you from talking when you go home and talking about your experience, but we ask that you try and keep confidentiality. So keep our conversation, you know, private if you like, or if you are talking about it, don't say, hey, you know, this one said that and that one said that. However, I just want to say, none of what we're talking about is sensitive in terms of some of the topics that we could be talking about. So, but do keep in mind that you should keep the confidentiality of our focus. And it should be about 90 minutes. That's kind of our experience. So it will be about 90 minutes. And I think what we're going to do one now.
Okay, so before we round up, so let's just announce the winner for the online one first, right? So the winner for who's on YouTube watching us and won the prize is Robin and Boss. Chance to get it. And that's the prize, right? Robin and Boss. With the earpods and whatever bags that the rest of you got. So I'm sure you all look at your bag now, right? Okay. So the winner, that's Robin and the Boss. Congratulations, Robin and we wish you all the best. From our side, we also like to thank John and Bronwyn from the Arrow side. Thank you, John and Bronwyn, for all your preparations for us and accommodating us for this launch. And we appreciate them coming to us and keep us well for that. Colleagues, before, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to break the focus group, but there's two things. One is, firstly, is if you have not signed the register, please sign the register. Secondly is we're going to take a photograph in the front. Richard is going to guide you on how he wants you to stand for the photograph. And then after, we're going to break into the focus groups, and Ingrid is going to advise you where to go for the focus group sessions after this. And also for all our online viewers, we want to say thank you for the online viewers as well that have joined us. And we can end the stream now. John, you want to say final words from your side, John? Thank you.
From my side, very quickly, thank you, Dr. Chetty and the ADOVH team. Richard is actually one of our sons of our soil. He's actually a Western Cape DLA, which I will not use the word. He is now with the ADOVH team. So thank you to you for gracing us with your presence and for sharing the insights and the exciting programs that you are going to launch. And to our students, firstly to our presenters this morning, thank you so much for your presentations. To our students, you have been a great group. And I wonder if you don't want to give yourself a round of applause. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for participating until now. And we're looking forward to be of assistance and support you. Please make use of the resources available to you. They are all designed to make you a successful system. In terms of what's going to happen now, I'm not sure whether the focus groups are immediately after this, Denzel. Yeah. Take a photograph first. Okay, so we're going to take the photograph. We're going to have one group remaining in this venue. The humanities will remain in this group, and then we're going to have a second group that will go to our lab, our computer lab, just around the corner. The digital resilience group. The digital resilience group. Thank you, Bronwyn. So we will have the humanities here, we will have the digital resilience group, we will have in the lab, and our DLA Tabu will show you where our lab is. So thank you so much. Thank you and God bless. Thank you. We can now come to the front for the photograph, and then we're going to take it from there.
Everyone, please come. You can stand on the stage, or you can stand behind your body as well. It doesn't bite. Just look at you very lovingly. Will everybody come on the stage? Now, if we come on the stage, you can be on the e-talk.
Yeah, very nice. On some just because that was nothing to do with the thing is